A lot of attention is focused on the mentally ill whenever there's a kind of issue or a shooting or something bad happens. They always point their finger about mental illness, about mental health in the world, but there's another type of issue which is not really addressed: behavior disorders, which is not always parallel or in conjunction with mental illness. Behavior disorders are often pathological behaviors. Pathological disorders cannot be treated with medication. Pathological disorders require a break, a change in a person's thinking, and the only way to do that is through years of intense therapy, the willingness to change, self-awareness. It's not an easy thing to change, but there's different types of behavior disorder. Well, if you think about it, substance abuse is a behavior disorder, because a person cannot control themselves. It gets out of control. It's a disorder. Maybe it's not quite behavior. Maybe I'm using it, but it is a disorder. It's an issue. It's not mental illness, even though a lot of the mentally ill do exacerbate their problems with substance abuse. But substance abuse is something that some people just can't handle, like gambling. They can't just play the slot machines. They have to keep upping the ante, and they get in so deep that quite often it leads to other issues. It gets them from a tiny pool into an ocean, which they cannot seem to swim out of. And it's the same thing with substance abuse. You might just start with marijuana or maybe alcohol, and then the alcohol becomes the ocean, a problem or leads to higher drugs, which leads to crime, which can quite often get you dead or someone else dead or land you in jail for the rest of your life. So these are some examples. And let's talk about criminals, because criminal behavior is another disorder, and criminals quite often start off small. They'll start off just by lying or cheating, or you think about it sometimes when somebody robs someone and then kills them or sexually assaults them. Why would they do that? Why would they go ahead and kill somebody when they could have just robbed them? Because it's like gambling. It's like they might have started small, but it's gambling, and you want to keep upping the stakes, knowing that if you lose, you could go to prison. Knowing that's a gamble that they take. It's like a gambler. It's an excitement, a thrill, it's a challenge. It's part of their behavior disorder. And sometimes a criminal, when they're robbing somebody, they're thinking, you know what? I could be facing 20 years to life for robbing this person. What's the difference if I kill him? So maybe I'll get 25 to life, or maybe I won't get out. And they take that chance. I don't think it's funny. I'm just expressing, why they behave the way they do. But that's about it, really. So we got behavior disorders, criminal disorders, gambling disorders. Hey, sex could be a disorder too. If sex gets out of control, if it leads you to doing illegal things or things which are a harm to others or to yourself. Yes, sexual behavior can be a disorder too. There's probably a whole other ones that I'm not even thinking of. There's eating disorders. There's obsessive compulsive disorder is another story. Yeah, that's another torture in itself, which I happen to know a lot about. And if I think of anything else, the camera's always here. I can always get back to you guys. Thank you for watching another episode. Have a good day.